Before we go to the last point of discord, we would like to thank people that without their participation, we would not be able to do our job. So please, scribbles, rise. That kingdom, you cannot believe it. You have to be recognized, you have to be cherished. Everybody should thank a scribble sometime. They're putting their soul into their scroll. They're putting their heart, their passion on something that they're gonna give out and never see again. Is it generosity? Yes. And the kingdom, thank you for that. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, and we need more people like you. And I think we should recognize the scribbles inviting one person who ruled them all.
Your Majesties would invite to their court Æsa and Jossursdottir.
Æsa Feiliinn Jossursdottir. She is the defender of arts and sciences of Quintavia, the high overlord of the scribes of the East. She is the companion of the silver brooch, the silver crescent, and the motch. And she is the herald of the great battle arena of Quintavia known as Gillette.
Feiliinn, you have sat vigil on this day and you have taken counsel. Do you have an answer for us to the question that was placed before you? Then is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry who will speak for this candidate?
I, Sir Matthias Grunwald, Master of Defense and Knight of the Society, would claim that honor, Your Majesty. May I address the populace?
You may.
I've known Feiliinn for well over 2 decades, and I have seen the sustained service that she gives to the kingdom, her shire, household, and chosen community. She will always fiercely defend the Eastern scribes, the populace, and people she only tangentially knows in words, deeds, and actions when they need it. I won't go into the many things that she has done, I'm sure others will. But she has given greatly of her time, talent, and treasures so others may succeed at what they wish to accomplish. And she has done it through more than one group she's been involved with. I've long lost count the number of times she has been named in Word Fame Wednesday, or the amount of things she has accomplished because someone said to her, no, you can't do that. Feiliinn works tirelessly for the betterment of the kingdom, always looking for ways to include a diverse group of people in her service. Feiliinn pushes people. She believes in them until they believe in themselves, and supports people in taking the next steps in their art. She even moved me outside my comfort zone, first as a wordsmith, and now working on my first backlog. She is an organizer, group builder, force multiplier for everything that she is involved with, and makes any group she is part of better. She is my friend, consort, and inspiration, and I am a better person for it. Your Majesty, Feiliinn has always been my peer, and this is a very good thing you do this day.
Is there a member of the Order of the Rose who will speak for this candidate?
I am Countess Chontracomagahanta, and with your blessing, I will speak for this candidate. Your Majesties, populace of the East, one of the most important ways that Feiliinn inspires me is in her role as protector. As the Tiger Clerk of the Signet, she has been fiercely protective of the fragile art supply chain of the scribes of the East. First in the delivery of scrolls, and then as the protector of the community of wordsmiths, illuminators, and calligraphers during the pandemic. She has served her community during a time of great collective trauma, acting as a shield for the scribal community, making sure that we could keep working and keep careful track of our statuses when we no longer could. Her stalwart resolution is always on behalf of those who are too afraid to speak, or cannot act, or do not understand how the system works. And isn't that ideal? Doesn't protecting the people with less power against the system that benefits those with power feed right into the stories that drew us into the society in the first place?
Hear, hear.
Feiliinn is certainly my peer. Thank you for doing that.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel who will speak for this candidate?
There is. Your Majesties, Mesdames et Messieurs, I am Camille Desjardins of the Order of the Laurel, and I would speak for Feiliinn.
Hi! It sounds like you're making a laurel speech. Would you like to?
Laughter is joy, and art is love. To be able to facilitate joy and love and spread it throughout the kingdom is no small feat and no small task. Feiliinn has taken this task over the last few years and ensured the scribal community in the East feels appreciated and loved. Wrangling the scribes, herding the cats, making sure we all keep busy, creating beautiful things that bring joy. Data is beautiful. She has taken the incredible amount of data and statistics created by Scrolls and Awards and not only made it accessible and understandable to those not directly involved in the College of Scribes, but done so in creative and entertaining ways. Scribal in the SCA is art as service, and our signet, being made a Pelican, is the finest example of service as art. Feiliinn is absolutely my peer, and I joyfully and highly commend her to you and this society.
Best regalia ever.
I don't think we can beat that regalia. Is there a member of the Order of Defense who will speak for this candidate?
I am Master Natalia, speaking on behalf of the Order of Defense. We usually speak to perseverance or community. I would like to speak to both of those today because Feiliinn has both of those treasured qualities. How could you not love someone who refers to you as her stabby aunt? This is very important because Feiliinn brings everyone into the fold. She accepts accepts them for who they are, and then celebrates them, even the somewhat stabby odds. Building a community with her ethereal presentations has given us Chibi Feiliinn, has given us Team Blue Square, and has given us Lippy Spartan. And at the same time, she then fiercely defends her scribe. She comes up with ways to make the scribal community and the SCA better. Feiliinn wields a stick of justice like none before. She's persevered through the pandemic and still does. Through times when our scribes was one of the few resources to help light the way for many of us. She protected the community. She worked tirelessly. She made sure that her scribes were seen and heard. Feiliinn didn't do this for herself. She did this for her community. This woman is my peer, and this is a good thing to do this day.
Is there a member of the Order of Pelican who will speak for this candidate?
Your Majesty! Mistress Alice McIntosh, who finds the step the right way this time. Companion of the Pelican, companion of the Laurel, master of defense, and 11th Tiger of the East. May I have leave to address your populace? Usually, when one speaks as a pelican, one speaks of the fidelity of a pelican, their faith. One speaks of the honesty of a pelican. One speaks of the generosity of a pelican. And Feiliinn has all of these attributes in abundance. But what one forgets too often is that a pelican must be brave. A pelican must have the bravery to look at an insurmountable challenge and say, I know how to get this done. I know how to get this done. A pelican must look at a crisis and say, I will not run away. I will stand and I will work for my people, and we will solve this together. And a pelican must have the bravery to go to people with power and say, no, this is not the right thing now. All of these Feiliinn has in abundance. Pelicans are predator birds. And Feiliinn uses that power to the service and betterment of all of us. Your Majesties, she is most worthy, and I commend you for what you do today.
Thank you. All the order.
Their Majesties would have their Order of the Pelican before them.
Hello?
I got carried away by those speeches.
I'm going to just sit down here. You okay?
Thank you.
No, Brian, no, no.
We'll take you out. Your Majesty, there is another medallion.
No surprise. Is there a story behind this?
This is the medallion that I purchased for myself. It is a Pride Pelican medallion. The pelican is a fronty. Feiliinn fights for everyone. And I can think of no better person to bear that after me than her.
there a hood of maidens? Who constructed this? Hold that up. I see you were trying to put a hood on. Is there a coat?
Coat is made by pattering and embroidery is done by me. Ooh.
Ma'am.
It has pockets.
And I believe within that pocket you could fill a sheep. Is there a sheep? For the pockets. Why?
Omnis tam nobilis quam generosis, ad quos hoc presens scriptum pronencerit. To all and singular, noble, and persons of whatever estate or degree, to whom these presents shall come, Mohammed and Conortica, sovereign, lord, and lady of the East, sendeth greetings. Whereas, by the authority and ancient privilege of the crown, we are charged to take notice and record, and to make declaration and testimony of meritorious and good works. Thus, it is very expedient in all ages that some persons, for their valiant facts, magnanimity, virtues, dignities, and deserts, may use and bear such tokens and worthiness, whereby their name and good fame may be the better known and divulged, and the service of the crown and kingdom encouraged. And wherefore, having been solicited by our good servants, and by credible report informed that Æsa Feiliinn Jossursdottir has performed faithful and valiant service, not only to ourselves, but also for our most excellent, noble, and victorious progenitors, hath shown herself to be of good renown, emprise, and credit. Therefore, we do hereby of our especial grace, certain science and merest motion, okay. Give, grant, and endue unto our most worthy and noble Feiliinn, by these letters patent, the dignity and status of a companion of the Order of the Pelican, to have and hold the same, freely, fully, and perpetually, signifying hereby by our royal authority. And we do further ratify by these letters patents, that it shall be lawful for the said Feiliinn, at all times and places convenient, to bear and make demonstration of the following arms or achievement upon her shields, targets, escutcheons, coats of arms or cognizances, pennons evidons, seals, rings, edifices, buildings, utensils, liveries, tombs, monuments to that said Feiliinn belongeth, according to the laws of arms and customs, without let or interruption. Her chevron inverted, azure and sable, a sun and a wolf, statent argent. In witness and perpetual remembrance thereof, we have hereunto subscribed our ensign's manual. Calligraphy by Thura Eriksdottir. Illumination by Camille Desjardins. Words by Alice Bethany.